What's up guys, Chandler here with Rise Magic. Just want to give a big shout out to my man, Kier Gomes, for making this review of Rise playing cards. Fun fact you guys may not know, Kier actually helped with some of the logistics behind Rise playing cards. He's been a friend of mine for a while now, and since he released his Slow Hands deck a few months before Rise playing cards launched, he was able to help me with some of the odd things that are kind of hard to learn when it comes to making playing cards, like taking the designs and actually putting them on templates the right way. He was like a guy who I was showing prototype designs to, asking him what he thought. So Kier, thank you for helping make Rise playing cards possible. I hope you like them, and be sure to subscribe to Kier Gomes on YouTube. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Let's go.
What's up everybody, Kier Gomes here, and welcome back. I am super excited for today's episode. It is probably my most requested video so far in 2020, or at least since quarantine, or at least since this deck came out. I don't know, it gets requested all the time, and you guys know exactly what I'm talking about if you watch the intro to this video. Now, without doubt, one of my favorite channels on YouTube is Rise Magic. It's two brothers, Grant and Chandler Henry. They are super talented sleight of hand artists. They're also super good with cardistry and filmmaking, and now they are deck producers. So today we're going to be taking a look at the first edition Rise playing cards. As well, I do want to say a big shout out to my buddy Chandler Henry for taking some time out of his day to pop in on this episode. I really do appreciate that. Not only as a friend, but as a fan, it means a lot to have you here, so welcome. And if you guys want to show Chandler how much you appreciate him being here, don't be forgetting to drop a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, let's get into the review. Alright, so your tuck box looks like this. It looks black, I'm sure, on camera, but it is actually a very deep navy blue color, and it has all of this really, really nice white scroll work that goes all the way from the front, the back, the sides, everywhere. It looks so good. You can see it says playing cards at the top there, and then it has the Rise logo, and then says Rise in that classic font down below. You can also see some kind of like moons and stars in there, and we're gonna see a lot more of that on the back design of the cards. One side of the tuck box says first edition, and then if you turn it over, it says Rise playing cards. The bottom has some ad copy, but it also has that scannable code. Now what would happen is when you went to that code and scanned it, it would take you to the website and you would be able to submit some Rise footage for like a jam. Wow, that is out of focus. Now the top actually says Rise again, but it is covered by this awesome white custom Rise seal. And then the back design of the box is the back design of the cards. Again, it looks like it's black, but it's just the most beautiful dark shade of navy blue. So keep that in mind, just because, you know, I don't know how this is gonna translate to the camera. I'm gonna do my best to keep the colors as true as possible, but it looks so good. It's so deep and rich. This is a really regal tuck box design, and I honestly love it. So I'm super excited to take a look at the cards. Alright, your back design looks like this. Again, very rich and regal navy blue. It looks very, very good. You get these nice white borders, and then that kind of like deep navy, darker micro border that goes inside of it. And then you can also see some elements of the tuck box in here, which I really like. Some really nice custom scroll work. It has the Rise logo mirrored on the top and bottom, and then as well you can see some kind of stars and moons in there. Now this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say that there are elements from the Rise channel that go into the deck. I mean, if you know the Rise channel and you see some of their film work and you see some of the aesthetics of that channel, this back design makes so much sense. It's so classy, kind of looks like a David Blaine style. It just works. It works so well, and I'm so happy that this is the design that you guys went with. Alright, now the Ace of Spades looks like this. This is probably one of the most beautiful Ace of Spades I've seen on a deck this year. It looks so good. It's this scroll work from the back that makes up an enlarged, kind of chunky, regal looking spade pip. It has the Rise logo in the middle. It's nice and clean. It just looks so good. It could not have gone better with the design of this deck. So absolute win on that Ace of Spades. Nice. I also really like that all of the aces in this deck are custom. I think that's really nice. It's something that we don't really see enough. You're gonna get two jokers that look like this. So one of them has kind of this night sky landscape inside of a giant diamond, and it says, "For though I fall." And then to complement off of that is one with kind of a day landscape and says, "I will rise again." Again, this is a lot like the Rise channel. This kind of aesthetic, this vibe is very, very in line with the rest of the channel. And talk about good branding. For your very first deck, you absolutely nailed a deck that resembles the types of videos you make. And that's really hard to do. Love it. Nice. Okay, so as far as ad cards and gaff cards go, you are going to get kind of an ad card, but it's a double backer, except for one side of the back has a simple, a little bit more minimal Rise Magic playing cards design, which may be a hint for the V2. And you also get a regular double backer. This comes with a lot of decks. It's very, very handy, so if you guys want a video on that, I have one. And if you want an updated one, drop a like. Now I'm just going to call this out and get it out of the way, but I think you guys already knew the only two fully custom court cards in this deck are the King of Spades and King of Hearts, and that is Grant and Chandler Henry. Chandler as the King of Spades looks just like him, and then a super uncanny illustration of Grant as the King of Hearts. I like this. I really like this. Whoever drew these did a really, really good job. You guys know I am a fan of having some customization on the court cards. I think that was really tastefully done, and it looks great. You guys can also see that while the rest of the faces are pretty much standard, there are some minimal customizations. Each card has a pip, a single pip that has been changed to the more regal scroll work that you see on the back design and the box. I think that looks really good. It's a level of customization that I don't think we see enough. I actually think that customizing court cards can get addicting, and that if you start doing it, sometimes they come out too custom and you kind of lose what you were trying to accomplish. When you see faces that are custom but have just that tasteful representation of the back design while still kind of paying that homage to the classic USPCC standard faces, I really like that, and that's something that it's hard to do. It's hard to not get carried away. It's also hard to do at all, so I commend you. Alright, now this deck was also printed by the USPCC on crushed classic stock, so it's about as thin as you can possibly get. Right out of the box, it definitely feels very thin. It feels broken in already, which has, I've mentioned this in the past, completely spoiled me with USPCC. Whew. These cards are going to feel a lot like any of the recent Gemini releases, but they're also going to feel a lot like the Paperwave V1 or the recent OPC Avocados or Peelers V3. Those are all new decks, so if you have any of those, pick one up, and that's exactly what these are going to feel like, and they feel awesome. I also do want to be very candid about the fact that when this deck was released for pre-order, I went online and I purchased it. I did not get these decks for free from Chandler. So this is a 100% honest review. It's unbiased, even though we're friends. I really love this deck. Chandler, thank you again for taking some time to do some work for this video. I really do appreciate that. I have to say, as somebody who just recently printed my first deck of cards, currently working on the second one, this is absolutely something that you should be proud of. I can tell that a lot of your personality and a lot of what you and your brother strive for on your channel made it kind of tucked away into this design. In general, it is a bummer that only 5,000 of these were printed, because I absolutely would love to get my hands on more. So actually, Chandler, this is my last one. Hit me up. If you guys don't subscribe to Rise Magic, and if you're not following them on their socials, I will leave all of the links you need down below. Go show them some love. I cannot overstate how proud I am of you two guys for putting out such an amazing deck of cards. Now I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about the Rise Playing Cards First Edition? Do you guys love them? Did you get any? What do you love about them? All of that and whatever else you want to tell me, put it all down in the comments. Of course, don't forget to like this video, and I hope you'll consider subscribing for more awesome deck reviews, tutorials, all things playing cards right here. With all that being said, I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your day. I know I will. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.